Greetings and thank you for joining. I'm trying this recording one more time. This is me, Lee Empath, the humanitarian. My birth given name is Brandy, and welcome to Empaths Holistic Healing. And I know I didn't put much in the description today because I literally recorded this video a different way on a different device and I had issues and so I had to basically I'm doing it all over again. And so today was really just about providing energetic tool, a safe space, a safe place to just breathe. In the background on the screen there, you're seeing high frequency energetic music playing. I'm not sure if you all can hear it because I am on a mic. So you may not be able to hear the music, but that's what's going. You can see the incense, which is for the seven chakras. And then you see some candles that were lit with an intent. And you also see crystals, selenite wands, and a selenite tower, some lemons. They're natural absorbers and they pull energy. So that's all that I'm here for today. Um, and to possibly provide some encouragement as well. I do have something to share regarding my day, and I feel like it would probably be helpful and beneficial for you all on your journey. So, yeah, let's just take a couple of deep breaths. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just be, just be, just breathe. You all may hear my sister's doggy, Benny. He's here, but he likes to run around, so you may hear his feet. Hopefully, I'm able to get this video going and completed before there's any other further disturbances or interruptions. Please bear with me and forgive me for the lack of professionalism, the lack of, order and structure and polished production. Right now, I'm in transition and I'm temporarily staying, as I mentioned before, with my sister and her children and her grandchildren. And there's often a lot of activity. I don't have my own space here. So, unfortunately, it's not like I can just go in a room or, do these things. I have to try to coordinate accordingly. And so I'm trying to take advantage of the moment and just breathe it in. Set the intention to receive the peace, to receive the high energy frequencies, to receive uh, the seventh chakra incense, smoldering smoke going there, to receive the positivity, to receive the love, energetic tools. Energy is not subject to time and space. It's about focus and intent and awareness and openness. Okay. And I'm going to try to see if I can turn the music up a little bit so that maybe you guys can hear it, but it is going forward or forth. Not sure which way. um, okay. So I just wanted to share a thought and an experience. First, with the experience that really put a smile on my face. Today, I was going about my day, taking care of business as usual. Synchronicities happen, and ironically, I met a gentleman that, first of all, we're both Capricorn sun, but we just start having a conversation. We were conversing, and it's almost like we were on the exact same path. We were confirming for each other so many things. And I just wanted to share that experience because it was a very delightful, enlightening, and refreshing experience, especially when you often feel like in transition as you're doing your shadow work or your chakra work, that you wonder if you're ever going to be in a position to manifest high vibrational experiences, because we've been so used to unintentionally manifesting from our lower chakras or from the trauma of the lower chakras, and basically recycling experiences just with maybe fancier bows on them or whatever, right? And you just wonder if you're ever going to find your soul tribe, if you're going to run into people that are not just about knowing, but about doing, about being in their path, not just collectors of data, but or trending or one thing and another. And so it was very refreshing and encouraging, and I wanted to share that because I'm sure some of you will come on here, and you may be in that transitional space and place where you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not manifesting the kind of connections and surroundings with folks that even get me. You know what I mean? You can feel the energy and vibes of folks that, they may dig the positive vibe they get from you, but on another hand, they kind of mock, you know what I'm trying to say, in their own way, as if it's something that's whimsical or not as valid or important by their own definition. But it is encouraging when you run into situations and synchronicities. That's an indication and a confirmation that you are healing, even though we are in our perfection, as Miss Manifest would say. We are in our perfection, but just a confirmation that you're on the right path. You are progressing. My other video was about progress versus perfection. And so it was like you are progressing, even when it feels like OMG, right? And so I thought I would share that with you all. And on a side note, totally different thing. Well, not totally, but to some degree. I had a thought today because lately synchronicities have been happening. I met another gentleman um, maybe a week ago, and vibing, we're vibing, we're on that same path. And so I feel like it's an indication that's pointing to me that, you sometimes may feel like your circumstances in the material world may be one way at the time, but you are progressing, which in turn will begin to manifest itself in different ways, in a more resonance with your highest intelligence and that of your true self. So I was, I was having conversation. We were conversing, me and this other gentleman. He's a Gemini, but he is on the path and journey. And so we, talking to him was refreshing. And you can tell because what's a part of a person's life has a tendency to come out in conversation, because it's not something that they're doing as their pastime. It's not something that they're doing as a trend. It's not something that they're doing just, to appear a certain way. It's who they have become and becoming and who they always have been, right? And it's going to come out. And so it's always refreshing to feel like you're getting closer and closer to your soul tribe, though the real key is going within first, looking within, going within. And as we deal with the chakra work, especially the lower chakras, um, and ascend those up and ascend to the heart space, as Miss Aya Manifest Lily would say, I reference her just to give credit where credit is due. And anyone else, if I can recall and remember, if it's information that I'm gathering and using from specific sources regularly, then I'm going to say that. And then I'll also differentiate and specify when it's my guidance or when it's confirmation of the two. But it's my attempt to give honor and acknowledgement to other people's videos and their tools and the sharings that they've provided that has assisted me on my journey. So With that said, whew, I'm saying a lot, you guys, and that's because I really want to be quick here, though I want to provide you this space. And at the end, I'm going to allow a space of quiet and deep breathing and some affirmations or mantras to close us out. Okay. Um, so I'm noticing the synchronicities, even though it has felt like my life has been turned upside down. I have dealt with a lot of energetic challenges externally. I have dealt with a lot of akashic junk here recently. And cash is basically referring to our subconscious, previous lifetimes, things that are stored in the zeal chakra and the nervous system, programmings from the ancestry, the bloodline, um, that is on what I call Groundhog Day on a loop. And so we're okay. And that's something I want to always share because most of us have spent our lifetimes beating ourselves up or allowing others to do it, trying to attain, always wanting, always striving, feeling bad about this and bad about that. When I am manifest, she says, it's all bullshit. It's all an illusion. There's nothing to forgive. There's nothing to do or nothing to be. Acknowledge, accept, release, and let it go. It's all fear based. It's all control based. It's all programming. And it's okay. It's okay to just be, and it's okay to walk your journey in a way that resonates with you most. Okay. I'm not advocating that we get to deny reality of the world or um, any life choices or responsibilities, but from a different perspective and place and way in which we normally would have, or maybe the others that are still what I like to call plugged into the matrix. And so take a deep breath, a few breathers, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. And what I mean is there's nothing to prove, nothing to prove. You, we, us are love, part of the divine, love, loved and loving. Okay. So before I get too far off into that, the thought that came to my mind, those of us that are on this path, this journey, enlightenment, awakening, deprogramming, for lack of better words, coming back to our true authentic selves, coming back to the awareness of the divine within. Those of us that are single and in this age bracket, 43 up and up, I had this thought. I was being silly and funny and kind of joking within myself, but it may be something worth looking into in terms of romantic, sexual, or intimate, close relationships. I am a free spirit now, and so I'm not attached to labels or the need to, okay, we got to get married and, the traditionals in which we were conditioned into in the first place. But I do believe that connections are important because they do affect you in some way, sensuality, sexuality. Anytime you're going to share your sacred sexuality and your body and intimacy, I didn't always believe this way, but I am really coming to believe and honor that a little bit more. And an idea that came to my mind is, when we meet folks, it might be good to, you know, see if they want to meditate together or if they want to go get a Reiki session done together because these are indications. These will be indications if people are on the path, but not only if they go, what actually transpires, what happens, right? The Reiki session to get the chakras kind of tuned up. And the reason why is because as with Lily with I Am Manifest, she's here on YouTube. She mentioned how she had gotten the guidance as well as someone else she knows, and I had even gotten this guidance some time ago. I'm just a novice in the field at this point, at least in this lifetime anyway. So she said that the issue that we feel like we're seeing in terms of relationships and humanity in the whole sense is due to the chakra systems being out of whack. Everyone's chakra systems are out of whack. And so this is creating the issues, the frictions, the conflicts. I mean, not to mention the stuff that's a part of just getting to know someone in transitions, but this is what's causing this Groundhog's Day, for lack of better words, or just this constant basal lower energy that's not from the heart space, right? And so the thought came to my mind as I was thinking about that you know what? That's a good thing to do because if someone's willing to go and get a Reiki session, tune ups on the chakra systems, or to do a yoga meditation and mantra, okay, this is someone you know that you may possibly want to, if the vibe is right, be intimate with. Because what you're doing is intertwining your energy. I mean, we are one. The illusion is the separateness, but we're one and we're separate. We're nothing and everything. Sounds like madness, but it's really the reality. We're consciousness. And so and it would be a beautiful thing. And the reason why I thought of this is because within the sacral chakra and the root chakra, if those chakras are constantly out of order due to sexual trauma, due to, these relational things down there that they're really governing, how are we going to ascend properly? This is when we get cosmic madness or over aggression, people that has a very heavy or harsh, angry energy, or under aggression, or I mean, any form of out of balance or out of order, right? Intrusions on others, intrusions on people's space, rights, individuality, right? That's a chakra issue. That's an Akash issue as well. And so, even though I was being funny and joking, I'm really pondering this when I'm ready to consider being intimate with someone again or getting close that way. Because my desire and intention is to enjoy my journey, find soul tribe, find that space of self love, and attract the like, and to enjoy the journey and the path with folks that are on the path. And especially my sexuality. It's one thing to be of service this way with Empaths Holistic Healing, YouTube, my business, things of that nature. And you provide that. But as Miss Manifest would say, I am Manifest, she stopped, really trying to help folks unless they really reached out to her and was really ready because the only thing that seems to happen is people get triggered. And if they're stuck in their trigger mode, they're not going to be able to receive or even see the help and the energetic assistance, wisdom that you have to provide for them. So it's better to let them seek you out, and even then assess where is the inquiry coming from. I know this is something totally separate, but sometimes the inquiry has nothing to do with wanting evolving, some or healing or transformation. Some just are currently in an energetic space within their lower chakras where they're just looking to find another fix. And now those are two different things. The human condition is set to default with pleasure or trying to get those hormones like dopamine and oxytocin to work by other means. So that's something that is totally separate from awakening or enlightenment or a transformative spiritual journey. Transformative spiritual journeys, yes, it provides the relief, but that is not the goal. The goal is not the relief. The goal is not to, just to numb out and make the pain go away. The goal is to finally face off with you. Finally face off with the beauty that is of you. Face off with your shadows. Face off with the deep stuff from within, not the deep stuff about everyone else. That's awakening. Coming back to the divinity within. The other side of that is when individuals are just looking for the fix. And when they feel better, it's just right back to business as usual because it's not about enlightenment. It's not about growth. It's not about awakening. It's not about transformation. It's about finding something to help me cope with what I am, where I'm at, and what I want to be and what I want to do. And I'm going to acknowledge here that there are many, especially in the metaphysics, in this industry, and healing, holistic healing, spiritual modalities are there at the time. And guess what? No judgment. You know why? That's where they're at. That's where they may always be. Our purpose is to stay in our energy, stay in our love, stay in our now, stay in acceptance, allowance, release, detach, in our abundance, within, surrendering to our highest intelligence for guidance, the divine within, putting our energy into that resonates with us, right? And sending that to the earth because we're from the earth, we're part of the earth, and we're walking the earth, right? So anyway, I didn't really mean to get all into that. This wasn't really meant for that. Um, hope it made sense, and I hope it helps someone. So now that I've shared all of this, I'm going to allow some space for silence. We're going to take a few deep breaths. If you like, you can focus on the angel on the screen, the smoke, the candles. Okay, you can close your eyes, get comfortable, set the intention to receive all the peace and release all the stress. Receive all the peace, release all the stress, receive all of the energetic support, release all the burdens and what's no longer serving you, and to come from your heart space. And that's my intention. So let's take a couple of deep breaths in. Again, deep breath in. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. I am Word. I am Word through the Christ itself. I am love. I am loved. I am loving. Thank you, Miss Lily from I Am Manifest. These are mantras that I heard from her. I erase myself. I erase myself. I surrender to my highest intelligence. I release and let go of labels. I release and I let go of attachments to outcomes, people, things, situations, circumstances, the material world. I let go. I release and let go of over attachment or over identification to my mind and body. I'm not my mind, I'm not my body. I send love and light to my mind and body. I am Word through the Christ itself. I am forgiveness. I am balance. I am balanced. I am balanced. I am in my perfection. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to prove. I am everything and I am nothing. I am worthy. I am the top dog. I am worthy. I am love. Aham Brahmasmi. Thank you, Miss Josie Grouse, for sharing this mantra to deal with doubt and fear and anxiety, to release. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. You are loved. You are loved. You are loving. Namaste.